Okay, in the meantime, that people who are having some issues with their clusters, they are setting up their clusters. I have a little. So this class is like mostly about troubleshooting scenarios, and we'll end the class by discussing about Sentry and what exactly that is used for. But mostly we'll cover about various troubleshooting scenarios that you might end up as an admin. Okay, so here is one scenario for you. So let's see. Think about like I am your developer who is working under you, and I'm trying to open my Hive shell. So I just type my Hive. So I have access to Hive. Okay, I'm trying to open it. So I don't know, like it's just giving me this logging initialized kind of thing, and the shell never comes up. So I want you, all of you, to think about what could be the scenarios, how should I look into this problem, and suggest me. So like although obviously you might not have, this tool doesn't allow you to take control of my system, but while you are working as an admin, you might have to take control of the other person's system and might have to debug it. But let's see so I'll handle that part. So you just need to recommend me, supposingly that I have all the accesses. What should I do? Where should I look for? What logs? What all things should I do to understand why exactly my Hive shell never comes up? So this Hive is not coming up. Okay. One by one, I want everyone to suggest me ways what they think might help me to troubleshoot this problem. Okay, so let's start. Anybody would like to come up and suggest me? This Hive shell is not coming up. What should I do? Aeon, Fahim, you are like a lot of.
Yeah, first, like
Mhm. Go ahead.
when first I'd like to go to see the instances
Okay.
if everything is on, every node is on or not,
Okay.
and
So
then I'll see the inbound first
okay.
because of the connection issue. This kind of freezes
Right.
happens.
Tell me what should I do? Where should?
If not, I'll log file
Okay.
to
Just
see any.
okay. First, let's just
Mhm.
Fahim, just start by. So you said we should go and check the instances. So what should I do? I should go log into my Ambari, right?
AWS.
Okay. Let's go to the AWS first. Okay. So these three are the nodes of my cluster. They are running, right? It appears to be fine.
Yeah, everything is running. That's fine.
Right. Now what should I do?
Then I'll Cloudera manager.
Okay. I am into the Cloudera manager. So this Hive is not working fine, right? So I should.
I related to HDFS, so I see first HDFS is service is active or not.
Okay. So I went to the
Then in
service in HDFS. Okay. Yeah.
let's see.
So anything different?
Internal follower control. There is a problem there, right? It's not running.
Okay. So because of it, what is happening?
Uh, Hive try to access all of the HDFS, uh, full access to HDFS so that it could run its when it run queries to the HDFS, it has to be accessed fully,
Okay.
to my understanding.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Fahim, for that. Uh,
So follower controller basically is the controller which takes care of the states.
okay. So
So
what is it has to do with Hive?
it has to do with Hive because it's Hive basically works on HDFS.
Hmm.
It's basically stores in HDFS. So if the controller can fix where it should.
Okay. Okay. If let's say, okay, I understand all of your, like, you are giving me theoretical reasons that Hive depends upon HDFS. Now prove it with a certain logs. How would you prove that Hive
Yeah,
is?
log files from the command line
Hmm.
/var/log/hdfs.
Okay. Even simpler way than that, if you don't have much time. So what do you see on the screen right now? There's a hint in
Oh
it.
yeah,
Restart the controller.
No, that's fine. Okay,
Hive,
so
Hive
so
log. There is something in the Hive log.
okay, so what happens in production environments? You cannot go ahead and restart or stop anything by just thing. So you'll have to give me a proof of validation, like some log or something. And as a hint, I am giving you that, okay, on the screen that you see right now, there's a like very simple proof that's appearing up, which I can go
I
ahead.
think it says
Mhm.
at the bottom that the name node is in standby state.
Right, right. So it tells me that the name node is in standby state. Okay, this acts as my first proof that tells me that, okay, something is wrong. I think this scenario was once faced by one of you. I don't remember who did face that.
I faced that.
Okay,
Yeah, I have had trouble too.
okay. All right. So this acts as my first proof that something is wrong with my HDFS, and the thing that is wrong is it says operation category read is not supported in state standby. That means that my Hive tries to contact the HDFS name nodes first. Okay, somewhere in here also you might see, okay, so name node RPC server. It's trying to contact name node whenever somebody is opening Hive shell. It's trying to contact in HDFS the name node service. So this will be first thing. Now next thing, okay, it's fine. Somebody told me that the failover controller isn't working. It's not working fine. Okay, all right. So what should I do now? This proof is fine enough. I can see both of my name nodes are in mode standby. You guys can see that, right? So both of the name
Mm-hmm.
nodes are appearing standby. Now this is a very special scenario. Many times interviewer ask you what exactly could be your reasons that your name nodes enter standby. So the basic reason is that the failover controller service is stopped and it's not able to contact. Which service does failover controller contacts to determine the state of HDFS name nodes? So it contacts Zookeeper at the backend. Zookeeper is the main point with which stores the states, which node is acting active at that time, which node is acting standby. So, and on the name node host, it's actually the failover controller which will contact the Zookeeper and determine that state. And depending upon when something has restarted, it will change the state. Okay, so this proof is enough. Now definitely I'll have to start my failover control. Let's try and start it. I'll start it one by one. Fail to start. Okay, so this Zookeeper isn't starting up. What should I do now? It has failed to start. Should I try it again? Or should I do something in between? Anybody?
You can go to the roll log and check what's the error.
Okay. stop me when you see something that appears as error in this.
Up here.
Okay, what is in here?
It says info from all the way from right. It should say error.
Okay, so I should search for something like error, right? Okay, okay, I see error.
It was also like highlighted, I think.
Okay, okay, so I found one line that shows me error. What exactly do you think is the error now? Apart from Samia and Sarah and Fahim, anybody else? Aeon, Lavdeep, Harun, Aeon, Ali Astar, Qazi Hassan. Just try out, guys. So, like, think about what exactly could be wrong. So, we have come to a line in the logs that tells me that there is some error. What do you think is the error? Just read that line and try to make us understand what exactly is the error. Lavdeep, you there? Lavdeep, are you there? Okay, Lavdeep, I want you to troubleshoot this now. Okay, tell me in this line what is the error. Just try, and so that's what we are like doing it today. You'll have to give me a so whatever best you think you can think of. Just tell me that. What should I do? Like, guide me. What should I do? Okay. Meanwhile, Lavdeep is thinking. Harun, Fahim. Meanwhile, Sarah and Samya, you can.
Yeah,
I'll ask you at the end. Okay. So who's this? Fahim.
yeah.
Fahim, what do you think is the error?
Error is I see follower controller runtime error.
Okay, failover controller is not running. That's fine. And after that, what do you think? Should I like? What should be my next step?
Java.
Easy.
I think somebody else also wanna try.
Okay, Kazi, Fahim, I'll come to you later. Kazi, Hassan.
I think problem is the developer code is not working, the Java, the
No,
IP
no, no, no,
address.
no, 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 no. So this is my this is like my failover controller. It's part of my infrastructure, my Hadoop component that is stopped. Okay, so we got to the point that our cluster was in standby, right? Now when we came to see about our HDFS service, we found that okay, both of the name nodes were actually in standby, and in there we tried to start our failover controller. So this is my failover controller logs, which is not starting up, which is giving me this error. Okay, what exactly do you think this error is about? Bind exception.
Because this couldn't connect, which communicate to name node bind exception. But I am not sure how to fix.
Okay, anybody else?
Right now, I have to.
Always look
One time I had a problem like this. Yeah.
for
So what I did
Mhm.
wasn't I think was the right approach, but I kind of fixed it
Mhm.
because I was doing some restart from the HDFS in whole,
Mhm.
and I did from the terminal too, CM manager and everything.
Mhm.
And it's because the H environment wasn't working properly, either follower controller
Mhm.
or zookeeper
Mhm.
or any services that relates complicated environment like HA, which is requires two name nodes working properly simultaneously.
Hmm.
So I kind of did restart and then it worked. But I'm not sure in this case. You can explain maybe. All right.
Okay. But you'll have to guide me so that I think I understand that something like that happened to you, but you have to guide me and solve this issue. Okay. Uh, Lavdeep, what do you think?
We can just change the IP address, the one that's the public address. If we try to find out what is the private address for that, and we just replace it with that and try to see what's going on there.
So this is the private IP. This is the actually host name. It's not an IP address. Okay. And so it's nothing related to uh, IP addresses. Actually, it's working on the host names. I think I've already logged into this server. Okay, so if I do hostname hyphen f, this is the fully qualified domain name of this host. It's not an IP address. If I type hyphen I, it will give me the IP address, which is this. So this is my host name, fully qualified f.
No. I was saying if you you know how we go to the UI and we just we just replace the whole thing to the public IP. I was just saying like if we could go to that port 80.
Okay, okay, so Samya, you actually have reached to a point which is right. So something is wrong in this thing, but I would say, okay, uh, when we were first installing our nodes, what did I say? So whenever the nodes are communicating internally and within by themselves, either they'll use their host names or they'll use their internal private IPs. Public IPs will never come into that place. So although you are fine, something is wrong in this part, but I would say the port is also right and the host name is also right. Now you'll have to come up with a point that what exactly could go wrong, and the reason is this. So meanwhile, I would say just try to Google. Lavdeep, just Google this thing: java.net.bind exception. Most of the time, what happens is people, many of the exceptions that you might see, although this is a very familiar exception to me, but there still comes certain scenarios where certain exceptions comes, and we are also not sure about it. So just try and Google this thing and tell me and try to come up with a point that what exactly is wrong in this statement, wherein I can confirm that the IP address, okay, so the host name as well as the port are right, but something is missed, something is still fishy, and that's the answer is in this exception. Once you Google it, you can figure that out. Okay, Navdeep has got a point. Okay, so what do you think was previously used? You are very close, Navdeep. And how do I figure that out? Uh, okay, so IPs are like multiple times. IPs can be used multiple times. So this is the IP, right? This is the host name, and this can be used by some other port as well. Now, what is remaining? And how do I figure out? So you must remember once we were discussing
I
about
think
ports.
if we kill the service, and is that could be helpful.
Aeon says,
So is that the issue is like other processes are also using that port and this port is used so it can connect?
okay, that's exactly the right point. So this port is used, and I should. So Aeon, how do you think 8080 is the port? Why do you think 8080 is the port? 8080 has nothing to do in here. The port having issue is 8019, because it says whenever you will Google this exception, no bind exception, it will say, okay, let me just show you. So let's say that I also not I'm not sure about what exactly this exception is. I'll just copy it and Google it, and let's see what exactly comes up. Okay.
It says 8019. If we kill the 8019,
Okay.
it would be working.
How do I figure that out? Now the next question is, how do you kill it, and how do you figure that out? So it says uh, okay, it seems to use by default. Okay, I think Aeon came to 8080 from this link probably. Okay, no hint in here, I think, but somewhere you'll still find in one of your links it will say that okay, something of your port is already used, address already used. I think even in the exception it might be telling that. Oh yeah, it says address already in use, and by that it means okay. So IP addresses can be used multiple times. My port is not used. So 8080 is not the right answer. On sometimes it might be that my zookeeper is my failover controller is running on 8080, but even that's not the case right now. Even if like default port is 8019. Okay, so one thing is clear. This is already used. I'll log into this server now, 230, which I have already done. Now, how do I figure out what is the command that will tell me?
Kill port number.
Okay, kill port number. Okay, port number is this. It doesn't work.
Process ID.
Okay, I want mm, Tahmina to tell me how do I figure out the process ID that is associated with this port. You can Google it on like on the on your side if you want. Tell me the command through which I can figure out. Okay, somebody is right, but I'll not share the answer right away until unless he hasn't written it to the whole group. Tamina, you there?
Yes, I'm there, but the thing is, I'm starting from the beginning, so I'm kind of
That's fine.
attending the classes.
That's
So,
fine. I understand you're starting from the beginning. I just figure, just like if you can Google me in within 5 minutes and come up with a, at least if you're close to it, a command that figures out process ID associated with a port.
okay, let me check.
Yeah. Okay. So meanwhile, she's coming up with the answer. My one of my failover controller was down, so I was trying with 230, and we are still in the process of figuring out this port. Meanwhile, we'll come back to the other failover controller, which is 197, and we'll try to start that. They both are still in standby, which is fine. We'll try and start it. Okay, so this works fine. And as soon as it has started, my state has changed to one of the name nodes is now showing active, but still this is down. Okay, so I still want to start it up, and for that I need that command that will figure out the process ID, which is utilizing the port 8019. Okay, so I think my Hive will now work fine. Let me just try. Yeah, it works fine. I'll type a command and see if that gives me the right response. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, so this is the like the right approach. Okay, so whenever I think Fahim suggested the right way, so we'll have to first check about instantly when you see some error in some of the surveys is getting hung or it's not showing the right response, or although it took a little while to come up with this error. In the meantime, you can just quickly come back and check all the service states. And for by that I mean, so since right now the issue was with Hive, you first should come to Hive instead of going to HDFS. So your first approach should be come to the service which is having the issue and check if everything is working fine. Although it was working fine in here, and my error was about HDFS, but first we should look upon that service. Okay. Now this is one. Now the next thing is, let's say, although I don't think I have any file with missing blocks. Okay, so I'll try and create a scenario to corrupt a block of a file. This is standby. Okay. Okay, let's say, okay, I'm not creating a scenario. Let's say there are some missing blocks coming up, and you open up this screen, and over here it's written like some of the blocks are missing in the cluster. Now, what should be my approach to handle such a scenario? Let's say there are some missing or corrupt blocks in the cluster. Now tell me, what should I do? It's my name node UI is giving me that error, and somebody, let's say, because, okay, you'll have to tell me what exactly will happen if there are missing blocks, and what exactly happens if there are corrupt blocks first, and then you'll have to tell me what should be my approach to troubleshoot. Okay, so I think I'll ask this from Aeon and Fahim. Any one of you can start and explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens when blocks is corrupted? It is kind of because we do a lot of copy of those blocks, and we can fix it by removing that block and copy it again.
Okay. So that's
And we have to erase over everything to see which block is.
okay. You'll have to give me the commands. Fine. Give me, okay,
Um,
before that, okay,
mhm.
let's say I am not able to access my file that I stored. What kind of a scenario is it? Is it a missing block scenario or is it a corrupt block? And why? This scenario.
Uh,
Okay, so you stop him. I want this answer from Qazi Hassan or Ali Asghar. Anyone?
cannot be accessed
Mm-hmm.
or crop block. Find out go back to the assignment, the what they call and the
No, just tell me like if this file is that I'm not able to access, has it gone missing or has it gone corrupt?
email missing.
Okay. So and why?
Because you cannot get access for the block. You don't mention the first of all. You to put the site which one is the port number and
Okay.
connect to the access. Yeah.
Okay. We'll come back to the right answer. Okay. Muntasir Mamun, what do you think?
Uh, I'm sorry. I can tell you right now.
Okay. Okay. Harun. Harun. Lovedeep, what do you think? Is it a missing? So Ali Asghar says it's a missing. What do you want to change that answer and why? That's fine. So FSCK, okay, Harun and Lovedeep says, so we have a command called hdfs fsck that would repair the file system. That's my next approach. First of all, I want to understand and make my senior management understand that why exactly he's not able to access this file. Okay, so I that's fine. That's my next approach is to fix, which is HDFS FSCK, and after that we have certain options through which we can do that. But first of all, to explain my upper management, what is the reason that he is not able to access a file? Ali Asghar says, okay, sir, your file is missing. What do you think, Lovedeep and Harun? What would you say? Is it missing? Is it corrupt? And why? Okay, Sarah and Samia, what do you think?
I would say there should be a command that could tell you if it's missing or corrupted.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because if it says it can access, it pretty much falls into both sides. It could be corrupted, that's why you can access it. It could be missing because if it's not there, then you can't. I mean, it says it's stored,
Okay.
so it could be missing or corrupted.
Okay. Okay. Lovedeep says it's corrupted, not missing. Why Lovedeep? I need an like reason also. Meanwhile, Sarah, what do you think? Okay. So I think the first scenario, what you should think of if somebody is not able to access a file, well, Avdeep says because if it was missing, it would be a different word error message. Ah, yeah, that's not the like that's not how exactly we can describe it, but yeah, it's fine. So he's not able to access his file. That means that the file is completely lost. If there was missing blocks, you should mind it's actually called missing blocks. That means out of the 3 replication, some of either 1 or 2 of replicas are missing. That means at least I have 1 block, and if that would have been the case, I would still be able to access my file, right? Even if I have 1 block, and the replication had like 3, so that error still will show up on my name node, but this buddy will still be able to access the file. So it's not likely that it's a missing block. Now let's say what happens in a corrupt block. In corrupt block, all of these 3 replicas, or let's say even the file location or something in between that, is missing, or it's not coherent with the file system. So that means this category will most likely fall in the corrupt block scenario, which may include missing block scenarios as well. So that means that out of these 3 replicas, either it may be that 2 are missing and 1 is corrupt, or it may be that all of them have gone corrupted. So even if, let's say, 2 blocks were missing, 2 blocks, let's say, were missing, and 1 got corrupted, this scenario is still recoverable if I make this missing blocks available. So let's say this missing blocks were available because of the data nodes they were residing on, they were stopped. So my next step would be just to start the data nodes, and that would make these blocks available. And even if one has got corrupted, that's fine. Using hdfs fsck -delete command. So this delete command, what it does is it will delete any corrupt blocks in the file system. So this will delete this corrupt blocks, and as soon as this block gets deleted, HDFS will come to know that okay, I have only 2 replicas of my file. So he will create another replica and he will replace this corrupt block with a fine replica of that file itself. So this command is helpful. Just telling that FSCK, that won't work. So you have multiple options in FSCK. One is like details, that will give you details about the location. So let's say you want to be more sure and you want some more information about the locations and everything of those blocks. So this command, I'll store it in a file. You can figure out the locations of each block. Okay, I think I am also missing files, locations. What is that? Files, location, and blocks, I think. And blocks. This gives you a snapshot of all the files, their blocks, and their locations. Okay, something's not right. Files, blocks, locations. Oh, okay, I didn't give the path. So you can also specify what exactly wherein you want to find that those missing blocks. If you are sure that uh, there is a certain path, so let's say my file got corrupted in the location user/hdfs. One of the files which was placed in this location, it got corrupted. So I can give the path, and that would only specify the locations within that path. So I think let's try with this only. Otherwise, we could have given the complete location, because the complete path. I think the path would come first. HDFS
Sahil, if you do
path, yeah. Yes.
if you do HDFS DFS admin
Mm,
-report,
mm.
it should give you any details on it.
Yeah, it does give me a details about. So if these details are synchronous with what appears on your name node UI, the report will give you only the number. So let's just how it's giving you this number in here under replicated blocks like that. So if I do something like report, I'll show you first. Okay, so let's just try and save this into a file. If this is working fine, yeah, it's working fine. Okay, so when you run this command fsck, what do you see is that apart from the state and apart from the numbers, number of missing replicas, number of corrupt blocks, right? So apart from this, it also give you the path. So let's say this was the file, this was one file that was stored, and what are the locations of the blocks? This is the block pool. These, it has having 3 replicas which are residing on data nodes this, something like that. Okay, so this, it gives you the location of the complete location of where in all these 3. So these are the 3 replicas that are stored on these 3 data nodes, and I tend to understand, okay, if one of them is getting missing, I would have to just quickly check that particular data node. But when you say report command, dfs admin -report, so in here it gives you the report of each data nodes, which is fine, but as a summary it only gives you that number. So just like how fsck was also giving us the number of missing replicas and everything, but we could have also figured out, so in here it gives the status of each replica as well. So this replica, this file is having a location, this status okay, because all of the replicas are live and nothing is missing. But if something was corrupted, that would also show up in this file. So fsck is a little more elaborative way of troubleshooting those locations, those files which might, which might have gone uh, missing, or which might have gone corrupted. What I was trying, okay, so let's create a scenario wherein I have some missing blocks. Okay, it's very easy to create a missing block because I just need to, shut down one of the nodes, and let's take this file as the path. Okay, so fsck, instead of this path I'll place this file. It says everything is fine with this file, it's appearing okay, and it has block locations on all the 3 data nodes. So I'll stop one of the data nodes now. Let's stop it on 197. Meanwhile, Tahima, I just, okay. Tahamina, can you just, did you come up with that command? Okay, so I have stopped this data node, and what I'm expecting is some missing blocks. I'm expecting one of the blocks of all files will go missing. If we come to the active name nodes UI, hasn't reflected yet. Probably after some time it will start reflecting. Okay, it's still not reflected. It might take some time, or probably I'll have to uh, restart the name nodes. It's still appearing healthy. It hasn't reported that missing blocks. It takes some time to, it will take around, I think, 10 minutes for that node to respond back in live. But the gist is that your fsck will give you more information rather than your report command, because it also gives you the exact locations, and when this file will be missing, right, it will also tell you which of the blocks or which of the nodes is actually missing, and you can troubleshoot in that way. And also, if you want to like delete that corrupt blocks, you could have used the option of delete instead of all these 3 options. So that would delete any corrupt blocks that this file might be having, and as soon as that block gets deleted, uh, it will automatically create the replica which was missing out of that block. Okay, now, okay, Tahmina is still trying to figure out, but I think somebody in the command also gave the answer. Aeon give the right answer. The command is netstat. Okay, so through netstat you can figure out. So kill 8019 is not right. 8019 is my process port that the process was utilizing. I'll do netstat instead. I will do turnup. Then I will grep this port now, and it says that this port is utilized by this process ID. Anything that starts with so there could be hyphen, so slash Python or slash sh or slash Java that says that this process ID, this is the number of the ID, is utilizing the port 8019, and it's actually a Python process. So let's just check what this process is, and if we don't need it, we can just quickly delete this process, kill this process. So that bind exceptions that that we were talking of, they are always linked with if anything is already utilizing the port. So every time you see in this exception, you just quickly check if that port is already being utilized by some other process. So this process, something called Python-m, it's nothing but a simple HTTP server. I only started it to create this scenario, and it had utilized this port 8019, as you can see in the command as well. I'll just kill this. Oh, even I am doing the same thing. So this time -9 is an added. It's like a force kill option. So I'll kill this process ID. Nothing shows up. That means it has killed up. I only started this job, so that's why it's giving me this notification as well.
Kyle, what did you do when you did the PS -EF
So this is
grip 9877?
okay. So I came up with this process ID, right? 9877. That was utilizing this port. Now
Yes.
to understand more about it. So this line was only giving me something 9877 slash Python and nothing more. So when I have to give this as a proof uh, of my troubleshooting, I'll have to tell them, okay, so I'll take a screenshot of this screen, for example, and I'll say, okay, so this was the process, which is nothing but a Python job, which was started by the root process, which was having the same process ID, which we are interested into. And this gives a little more clearer picture. So ps-ef gives you more insight about that process ID. Okay, so once I have that, I am now very sure that okay, this process, otherwise it may be that somebody who's also sharing this same server might have launched certain of his job which is critical, which is not to be killed. So for that, this ps-ef will give you more information. And let's say instead of root here was somebody else, somebody user ID, I could contact that user. Let's say there was your user ID and you only started this process on this port. So I, as an admin, will check your user ID. I'll go to you, I'll ask you, okay, so this is process, I want this port. This port needs to be utilized by my infrastructure and it's a default. Please use some other port. I can say you like that, and I'll wait for you to stop this process, and then only I can use it. Otherwise, if something is like root is like only admins tend to have that access, so I can quickly go ahead and kill it, and it doesn't matter because admins can only access root. So somebody might have mistakenly, we only have done that. That's why I killed it, and I will now go back and start my failover controller.
What was the -9 doing?
-9 is
-9,
force.
yeah.
This is force kill. Force, it will all. Sometimes what happen is some of the process doesn't kill up even with kill command. They tend to tend to get restart, or they tend to hold on, they tend to utilize all the resources. -9 will It's like a forcefully killing of all those services. It will forcefully kill all the associated processes with this process ID, and it will kill that. Okay. There are like various other options with kill that comes up. I think the help. Uh, okay, man kill will tell me that. So you have zero all processes, group R signal or something like that. Kill -L-1 all processes with PID larger than something. Kill 9 signal. Kill 9 since the signal cannot be caught. Okay, so there's like a lot of details in it, but uh, yeah, you can refer this man page to understand more about kill. Just simple kill is also fine, but I generally tend to use -9 option, so that would forcefully kill it. Okay, so now since my port is freed and the error that I was giving was bind exception, I can now try to restart this failover controller. And what I am expecting now is that everything goes fine. Although you could see that even with one failover controller, my state had changed, right? So in such a scenario, your approach should be at least work upon one failover controller and try to start it so that at least one of the states of your cluster is actually you have one active and one standby. So this works fine also. The issue was with that port only. All right. And also I stopped my data node. I'm still waiting if that turns up with missing blocks. It is still not coming up. Okay, no problem. Uh, what was okay? What was the last thing we were discussing? Right. So missing blocks or corrupt blocks, always go on and check your fsck command, and in that you should use these three options because this will give you even more elaborative information of each block and location. Even if I don't use one of them, right, something will get missing in it. With just files, it gives me something like this, that this file has one block which is appearing fine. If I want to get more information about the replication also, so I'll do something like, what will this locations tell? Let's check that first. Nothing much. I think location will always work with blocks option. With locations in block, I get information about the replicas as well. So this is the block 1, which is stored on this data node. Then another block, and this is the third block. All right. So this is about HDFS. Mostly you will see like these two are the main issues. Standby, both name node and standby is a scenario which like most of the times interviewer has asked people, and I think the troubleshooting with Hive was also pretty similar. If something, let's say if in Hive, uh, I'll try to use Beeline. I'm not sure if I used that before. Now, troubleshooting scenarios with infrastructure of Hive is pretty straightforward. Either Hive Metastore would be down, or if somebody is trying to connect through Beeline, It's that the Hive server 2 is down. So if Hive Metastore is down, and if it's something with the backend database, sometimes what happen is, as you know, the Hive Metastore has a backend database to which it connects to, right, to store its metadata. Sometimes the password over there gets expired in admin scenario, so you'll have to go to that database owner, the Oracle. Let's say you have Oracle team or a Postgres team into your company, and you go to them and get your passwords changed. So to tell you what is that database in my case. Okay, so I'm trying to see that database username, but in most scenarios, if Hive Metastore would only be down if either the password of the backend database has. So what, according to my experience, I have seen that. So mostly the backend database passwords either are down or something is wrong with the process ID. So it's very straightforward troubleshooting in these scenarios. And if, let's say, you're not able to connect to Beeline, or let's say Impala is not able to connect, so that means something is wrong with the Hive server 2 in here. Then mostly troubleshooting can be with the tables within the Hive. Let's say somebody is having some issues with the partition of that table. Partition is not visible on Impala, so you have to run commands like refresh to make that partitions appear. I think I'll take a little more elaborative class on that, on Hive and HBase. Probably we'll do it next time, and I'll show you what exactly kind of troubles can come up. So let's say if some table in Hive is not reflecting some of the partitions. There is a partition table and that is not reflecting in the Impala, but it's still in the reflecting on your Hive end. So what you have to do is you have to refresh your states, your metadata stats of Impala. I think we can discuss it in a more elaborative way, probably in next class. Okay.
Sahil,
Yes.
when we were taking a class with Mohi, he was telling us like how in the interview they might ask you that, oh, what kind of issues do you face while you're working as an admin?
Mhm.
So basically we can just explain these and that would be fine.
Yeah. So I think in HDFS you can say this as standby issue. It's if he hasn't asked you about yet, you can explain that. And because this gives you a way to explain your knowledge of the architecture as well. So you can come up with you can come with and elaborate in a way that, okay, somebody was trying to access his Hive shell, and he was not able to access his Hive. It was stuck, and he came to us, and suddenly he started showing up with standby error. When I came back to my name node, it was showing me two name node in standby. I was stuck. I tried to restart. I saw that failover controllers was stopped. I tried to restart one, and I figured out that it's not able to start because of bind exception. So I opened up that failover controller host, and I tried to figure out the code. I found that somebody else was using it, so I told him to go use some other code. After that, so it gives you around 5 to 10 minutes in that interview, and it also gives you an opportunity to explain your understanding about HDFS. So through this, you can make him understand. Okay, so if the state is in standby, can be in three scenarios. starting from that. So I figured out that my name node was in standby. Now I was thinking that okay, there could be three scenarios for the name node to be in standby. Either it has been restarted, or it is trying to figure out the blocks, or somebody has ran the which is that command. What is the third scenario?
The port is used.
No, scenario for standby. Okay.
Wait, you said
Okay, no, you can just you can just recall that, just read about it. So this way you can take his. So the aim in an interview should be okay. So what you'll have to uh, you'll have to explain your like knowledge of the infrastructure. The questions, the reasons why interviewer asks you these questions is so that they tends to understand your familiarity with the environments that you have worked into, and couple up it with the knowledge of infrastructure that you have. So try and take as much time to elaborate certain issues. Yes, this problem that we discussed, you can explain that, and I'll also try to come. So in probably in next class we'll discuss more about Hive and more about HBase. So there are few scenarios which are interesting and which can be explained in a way that it tells your interviewer more info about your knowledge of the architecture as well. Okay, so you can write this down. I think you have also phased it up, and you were I think one of you did phase up this standby scenario once, and uh, it was very interesting to troubleshoot that. So just in that way, you can explain to your interviewer as well. Meanwhile, there are certain links that Cloudera also has shared. Apart from that, you know, it's little difficult to create all those troubleshooting scenarios, although we can. I This can also be explained. So I was with the one that I was trying to replicate in here was of missing and corrupt blocks. So you can write it down as well. It can be explained that okay, you were facing some issue with the missing replicas and corrupt replicas, and how you use the FSCK with three options first, which were files, locations, and blocks to figure out those missing blocks, and after that you use the delete option to delete certain corrupt blocks out of the cluster. For missing blocks, you figured out that some of the name nodes was down, so you try to start it. So this can also be explained. So these two are like major, with what I think in HDFS. Apart from them are like very small issues. You can come up with some of the issue. Let's say one data node was not starting up because of its port, or was already utilized, or let's say it's RAM. So sometimes what happen is your data nodes, or let's say some other process service, the RAM. I think somebody was discussing about it, that he or she changed the memory in the RAM in the Cloudera manager of one of the services. So sometimes it happens. Cloudera tends to give certain warnings or certain some recommendations wherein it says that you need to change your RAM. Let's say in my case, okay, so discussing about it, one scenario came in my mind. So every block or file of that you store in cluster takes about, I think, 150 kilobytes of RAM memory. Not exactly sure. Let me just Google that. Each block memory name node. So sometimes what would happen is your name node would abruptly stop, and it would give you that not enough memory. So to give a scenario, let's say you can, yeah, 150 files. Each file or directory or block, even directories, each file or directory or block occupies 150 bytes of the name node memory. Okay, so you can create a scenario. Okay, so my name node was going down, and everything was fine, no port was utilized, and everything was appearing fine, but in the logs when I checked, it gave me an error like heap memory. So with any issues with the RAM would always give you exceptions related to the heap memory. So heap memory exceeding or is less than what is required, something like that might come up in your into your logs, and then you'll have to first check. So what you exactly did in that scenario, you came up to the name node UI, figured out how many files, how many objects, for to be sure exactly, are there. So I have around 2163 objects. Okay, so how much RAM do I need? Around 2000, let's say, into 150 kilobytes. So that is around 300 megabytes approximately. Although I didn't decide divided by 1024, but you have to decide like divided by 1024 and figure out. So somewhere about, let's say, 300 megabytes is my memory requirement of the name node. But if you tend to store more of blocks and more of files, and let's say the what exactly is my name node memory in here, if I check, uh, so that probably would be a reason that some of you got an warning from the name node, or probably in the HDFS, that you are using less memory allocated name node. Okay, so for me, data node heap size is 1 GB. Heap relates to the RAM. Okay, heap memory. If any error that you see with related to heap, that means your memory, RAM memory. And for name node is what I am trying to see. Okay, so for name node I have around 4 GB. So that means I still have a lot of RAM available for me to store a lot of files. Up till now I have only utilized 300 megabytes of the RAM as per this calculation. But sometimes an abrupt change or abrupt ingestion of files might quickly increase the number of files into your cluster. So you can say that I had a last night I had an ingestion in my cluster, ETL job that suddenly brought uh, let's say 10 times the data it was supposed to. And because of it, we were running on a cluster that was about four that was very small, having 3 nodes, and was running with 4 GB of RAM. And you can calculate like what is the threshold. So for 4 GB RAM, 4 GB means 1000 megabytes into 1000 kilobytes divided by 150. So around this much, whatever number comes up is the maximum limit of blocks that can store. So you can say, just come up with this number and just say okay, so these I was having around let's say X number of blocks which was more than this, and because of which my name node was going down. So I was left with no other option but to increase the memory depending upon what exactly I need at that particular time, so that my name node starts working fine. And after that I figured out that the ETL job was failing, and I just made that the developer aware about it, and so that in future we don't get into such issues. So this also explains not just your troubleshooting but also explain your knowledge about this concept. So always choose scenarios which tends to explain the architecture as well. I think what we have discussed today in this class is enough for anyone. If you just explain how the way I explained, it's very it's enough for you to showcase your knowledge. Okay, these 2 scenarios or 3 scenarios that we discussed about HDFS is fine. I'll try and cover up more into the Hive and HBase also, because and also in Spark, so that you can explain that. And also it's fine, so whatever errors that you faced till now, right from installation, that when you were facing issues with your let's say your IP addresses, or let's say you were facing issues with the firewall, you were facing issues with the SC Linux, right? So the reason that I chose this approach, wherein you were all installing it and everything, you actually got the feel of troubleshooting and stuff, is that when you go into your interviews, and you can explain all of these scenarios as well. But to explain, to make your interview understand about your knowledge of architecture, you should choose scenarios like what I choose today. Okay, so it's fine. Just keep noting down all those scenarios, so you can, whatever you can think of until now, what you faced, you can also explain that. And apart from that, whatever we are discussing in these one or two classes, you can also like include that into your explanation. But make sure you are completely confident about how you are expressing. So interview is all about confidence. Your knowledge is fine, but I am looking for a person who is able to, what do you mean by an administrator? Administrator is a person who is not just knowledgeable, but is he also have that confidence and authority, so that he can manage his let's say people who might come up to him to ask for uh, you know ask for excesses. So you'll have to be firm enough. You should have to be confident enough to either say a yes or no, depending upon what your thinking about that scenario differs to. So although I am looking for good Hadoop skills, good administration and troubleshooting skills, but I'm also looking for someone who is confident enough and also authoritative enough to explain his point. It's not that you should just go on and yell to somebody and say him that, okay, I'm not going to give you this access or something. But you should showcase that you can come up with proofs from the logs, and you can come up with your theoretical knowledge of the subject that can explain that person that why exactly you are in a position or you are not in a position to give him his access. Okay, so interviews is a very completely different scenario from this. And I think I'll also take one or two classes with you about interviews, and I'll try to. So that would be mostly about, I would create a mock interview scenario wherein I'll take your interviews and judge upon it. Probably, depending upon that, I'll share some feedback with Tasin also, with Oppo or Tasin, and depending upon that, they can schedule your order of some like interviews. So that's a little different scenario. But up till then, just focus on your concepts and focus on this troubleshooting. Just so everybody just note down whatever troubleshoots, whatever error you have got into up till this scenario, and make a list of it. That would be helpful, so that you don't forget it. Let's say after, whenever the lockdown opens up and you start going for your interviews, keep on writing it down somewhere. Okay, so I think some of you were facing issues today also. If you want to discuss right now.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I already made it ready if you want to see it.
Okay, so I'll make you the presenter. And this forum is open for anybody, like everyone. So whatever she is getting error, I would want others to jump in and try to help her. Consider her as your client who is having some issues with your cluster.
So these are the things that I was facing.
Okay. So what exactly do you think this question mark on the left hand side of cluster 1 first of all tells you? Can you click on that question mark? Yeah, it says unknown health. So the reason is it's like Cloudera manager is still not sure what is the health of the cluster. What should she do? Ishak, what do you think she should do first? What do I do first every time I start the cluster?
Restart it.
Okay, what do I restart?
The cluster, the
Okay, so this is
Cloudera manager.
right. So you have to first restart the Cloudera management service, which manages the statuses of all the services within the cluster. So although it might be started up at the backend, although it might be working fine at the backend, all your HDFS, Hive services, but to Cloudera Manager to make you available of to make you to show you the service statuses on this UI, it needs its management service to be up and running. So we have to first restart it.
So Sahel, I get the similar problem like Samia. So last night I added more space, but now it's just giving me another error.
Okay, no problem. You just set it up right now. I'll make you the presenter, and you can share your screen, and we can do that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Samia. So it is not running fine. Go to your role lock. Yeah. Click on this full lock file. Okay. Now you know what to do, right?
It says no space left on device.
Right. Very easy. So there is no space left on your device where this Cloudera management, Cloudera host monitor is running. So you can see it's trying to write into where lib. Can you see this location where lib Cloudera host monitor? Right.
Yeah.
Now you have to figure out on which host is your Cloudera host monitor running first of all. Okay. So come back to your home
Okay.
page. Come back to your home page. Scroll it down to the Cloudera management. Click on it. Just click on it. Yeah.
Click on.
Yes. Click on the instances now. Okay. So your host monitor is running on the IP. Okay. You have one node cluster, I think. Oh no, probably it's
No, I have 3.
okay. Probably it's the Cloudera server host. Okay. So just log into this host 168 or 18/68, whatever it is. Right.
Yeah, it is logged in.
Just type df space -kh. So this is the command to tell you the status of your volumes in the cluster. df -kh. Enter. Can you see 100% used your slash?
Yes.
Right. So your drive is completely used. Okay. Now come back to how would you increase this space volume? Come back to your EC2. Yeah. Scroll it down to the volumes on the. Okay. Select this host. No. Yeah. Just scroll it down.
Wait, here?
Yeah. Just scroll.
Scroll it down.
Yeah. Scroll it to the right. No, not from volumes from here. First of all, we have to reach that instance and see what volume. So
Okay.
click on instances. Okay, select that instance. Is this the one? 168? This is the one, right? Okay. Okay. Scroll it down now. In here. Okay. So you see this SDA1. Scroll it like more. Scroll it more. You see this
This one?
SDA1? Yes. SDA1.
Yes.
Root devices. Click on it. Click on the volume. EBS ID volume. Yes. Okay, it's showing 16 GB.
No.
Okay, you already tried to increase that, right? Before.
Yeah, it was 12. Then I changed it to 16.
Okay, can you come back to the SSH, like command prompt?
Oh, no, recently I didn't increase anything.
That's fine. I just want to check whether 16 GB is appearing on your host or not. Okay, it's appearing 16 GB. Okay, so you need to increase it. Come back. to the EC2 page. So even 16 GB is like full. Yeah, click on actions and modify.
So make it 30.
Make it yeah, 30 is fine. It might incur some cost though. No, increase it 30. You can always come back and increase it, like if even more is required. Yeah. Are you sure you want to modify? It may take some time. Okay, let's wait for if it's the optimization is, just refresh it. There is a refresh option, not from here. Refresh the page to the right of, yeah, from here. Just
Yeah,
scroll
it
it.
is 30.
Just scroll it to the right. It's still not reflecting because of
It is 30.
no, it's appearing 30 in here, but that state button that you see, right? It's appearing yellow. Scroll it to the
Okay.
right. Scroll to the right. Yeah, just increase this yellow state. Yeah, so there is a scroll in option at the right. Yeah, and at this place. No, into that state column itself.
Yeah. Over here.
Yeah. Just scroll it a little. Yeah, over this state, just expand this column. Just towards the right, just to the left of where it's written alarm status, right? You see alarm status
Yeah.
written?
Yeah, right here.
Now move your pointer to the left of A of the alarm. Wait.
This?
No. Put little right. Close to A and little close
Right
to
here?
A. No.
Close to this A or this A?
A of the alarm.
Okay.
And move it to the left slowly. Now move it to the left, not right. Move it to the left. Okay, forget it. Just refresh it again. I want this yellow to turn green, and then only we can use it. Okay, as soon as it turns green, right, you'll have to restart this node so that this 30 GB will start reflecting. If you come back to the command prompt of the server, you'll still see that it's showing 16 GB over there. Come back to the command prompt.
Okay.
Type df-kh again. It's still
Yeah, it
appearing
does.
16 GB, right? So because it's still in use and you have to restart your server so that start appearing as 30 GB. Once that is done, okay, once that is done,
Yeah.
you can do that. But meanwhile, what we can do is come back to the host again.
Oh, go back to the host?
Command prompt, yes. Meanwhile, we'll try to like see what exactly is taking so much of space in my slash. Become root. So Ratan, I think you probably will also be facing the same scenario. No, you first have to exit HDFS. Control C, Control D, Control D.
Control D.
Yes. Now sudo su hyphen. Right now, okay. So I need to figure out what exactly is taking so much of space. So I'll do something like type du space disk usage, du space hyphen sh space slash / star. Yeah, enter. Okay, so OPT is taking around 7.4 GB. User is taking around 2.2 GB and var. So OPT and var. Okay, so we can do something with the var. Okay, go into this Okay, just type your above arrow key again. No, reach to the point where you have this command du-sh. Use
Oh,
use below arrow key again. Okay, Control C. Control C. Okay, wait. So
this one?
yes,
The
this
D?
one. So after a slash type var slash star. So this time I will check into the var folder and also do a pipe grep g. Okay, it says var triple w is having around 2.9 GB. I think var triple w we can either delete it for now or probably it might be needed in future. Var triple w has your binaries, right? Okay, just delete this var triple w for now. We can download it
Okay.
later so that you can at least start your cluster for now. Okay,
Okay.
command is right, just keep on doing it. Rm space hyphen rf. Rf is required. Space hyphen rf space slash var slash triple w slash star. Be very careful even in your production environments to use rm-rf, even if, because sometimes it might, you might end up deleting everything. Just no, not this. Okay, I think you, okay, it's
Oh, I was just checking if it removed.
yeah, that's fine. I think you I mistakenly saw an rm-rf after var slash star. That would have been destructive. Okay, so just do df-kh now. df df stands for different thing.
Oh, DF.
Hyphen.
DF-D.
That will give you in the percentages. So you
One is
have,
this.
right, so you have around 2.9 GB available now, and it's fine. Now you can come back to your Cloudera manager and try to restart it again. Yes, try to restart it again. Click on show all steps.
What happens if I delete all the entire var slash var folder?
So you end up deleting var slash lib. The lib contains all the jars, and you should probably put in your resumes into some other companies before doing that. Okay, because that would be very, that would be very destructive. So be very cautious in using RM is fine, but RM with hyphen RF is very destructive option. Okay, never use that.
So what does the RF does?
RF is recursively delete everything. So if I give something like slash RM hyphen space hyphen RF space slash var, this will delete everything within the var, including folders, files, and everything. But if I do only RM, that would only try to delete a file. Directory will not be deleted, and even if anything resides within a directory, that would also not be deleted. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it works fine for you, right? So your issue was with that.
Yeah, it does.
That
That
right
was the
now,
only issue.
right? So right now we only deleted the var triple w. After your space has been made available, next time probably when you restart your server, that will start appearing in here, the 30 GB. Okay, Ratan, you were also having the same issue. Do you want to discuss it?
Yeah, I was having the same issue, but when I added, it was fine. But I'm having a different issue now.
Okay, so I'm making you the presenter. Meanwhile, guys, if anybody else is not interested in looking into these scenarios, you can drop on. I think we have already exhausted our time. But if you are in here, I would expect you to help Ratan. first. Okay, Ratan, I made you the presenter. Okay.
Yeah, so here, this is what I'm having it.
Okay, just try to restart. Yeah. Cannot restart service when alert publisher is in starting state. Okay. Click close. Now go to your Cloudera management service. Yes. Click on instances. Okay, so you can see alert publisher is appearing as starting. The state is appearing as starting.
Yeah.
This is the reason. Okay. Okay, so can you just come back to your Cloudera server host command prompt? Command prompt here. And this is where you're running your Cloudera SCM server. Just become root.
210.7.
Just become root. Yeah. Okay. Just restart your Cloudera SCM server.
Oh, who's the command after?
Service space Cloudera -SCM -server. No space between them. There is no space.
SEM?
SCM -server. No. -server. No space. No space between. Space restart.
Oh.
Restart. Okay. Come back to your UI. Refresh it. Refresh the page. It will take some time. Meanwhile, you can open up the logs on the command prompt of Cloudera SCM server. Go to your var log. No. So you have to do cd space /var /log /Cloudera -SCM -server. Press tab. Okay, it's fine. Your UI is coming up now. Back. Go back to the UI. No need to look at the logs right now. Yeah, log in into it. Okay, it's still showing starting, right?
Yeah.
Third publisher is still showing starting. Okay. Go to your logs again. Go to your logs. Yeah. Press on tab key. SCM. Type S and press tab again.
SM?
No, not SM. Only S. Type tab. Okay. Enter. Okay. Type LL. Yeah. Enter. Okay. Do a tail -100F on Cloudera SCM server log. Keep on pressing tab. That will easy out your type L tab. No, type tab. Right, enter. Okay, so it says connection refused. Okay, that's because I think because Okay, nothing. I think nothing in here. Just scroll it a little bit more up. Okay. Control C and do CD dot dot space dot dot slash slash Cloudera. Type C and tab. That was fine. Even type CLO and like tab E tab
Okay.
Cloudera -SCM -agent. Enter. Okay. LL. Enter. Okay. Do a VI on this Cloudera SCM agent dot log. VI space. Yeah. Okay. Shift G. Just type Shift G.
Shift T.
Okay. Okay. Scroll it a little up. Sending message to the firehouse. Okay. Error sending message to the firehouse. Repeatedly it is giving that. Scroll. Keep on scrolling. Yeah. With the above arrow key. I am looking for that starting message. Why is that coming up? Okay, wait. Okay, can you just type slash / and type so the issue is with alert monitor, right?
Yeah.
Type
Publisher, yeah.
type alert. Okay, no, alert is a little common term. Type publisher. Enter. I think you missed H. Publisher. PUBLISHER. LISHER. Enter. Okay. Type N. Again N. Keep on typing it until you reach a point where it shows error. Keep on typing. It's coming out.
Isn't it the same flag? Oh no. Okay, it's moving.
No, your timings on the left is changing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no, we have come back to the same starting of nothing in here. Okay, press :Q Q, enter. Okay, type cd cd space / Cloudera alert. Press tab. No, press tab after that.
Oh, sorry.
Nothing's coming up. Okay, remove this
No.
alert as well and press tab. Okay, press tab again. Okay, firehouse event server agent. Okay, type A alert and press tab. Type L, press tab. No, one L, single L. You can see that these two directories at the top are, your options with the tab. One is
Yeah.
an agent,
Okay,
one is,
yeah.
yeah. enter. Okay, LL. Okay, VI this out file, SCM agent, right? Just VI this. Just type the initials and press tab. Don't need to copy it all. Enter. Okay, scroll it down. Shift G. Shift G will take you to the bottom. Scroll it up. Wait. This is of today's, right? 24th April.
Yeah.
Connection refused. Okay, press colon Q and tail on this log. Press colon Q.
Enter.
Enter. Now use the above arrow key again. Control A. Delete VI and type tail -100F.
100
F. Remove this.
Someone else's mic's also open. Could they please turn it down?
Sorry.
Someone else's mic is also open.
Okay, somebody's mic is also open. I think Qazi Hassan, your mic is open.
So it's tail -100F. You want me to remove I or?
Yes, remove I. Okay, let me just unmute him, like mute him. Yeah, should be fine now. Okay. Keep on pressing enter, and so that there's a blank screen. Press enter. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Now come back to your Cloudera Manager host. Yeah, like UI. And click on this checkbox for alert publisher. Yes. Click on actions for selected. Click on restart. Yeah. Restart. Cannot restart service when it's in starting state. Okay, close it. Click on alert publisher again. So you have messed up really bad, this alert publisher. you know what you have actually done is you have actually got it into a state wherein in its database at the back end the state stored is starting, but in actually it's not even starting. So it is like really bad. We might have to check with the database settings and all, but I am like not into that right now. Okay, click on actions for selected again. I'm seeing if we can delete it. Try to delete. Delete. What did it say? Again, try to delete. Following roles need to be stopped. AP, close it. Okay, it's wanting it to stop the alert publisher.
Can you stop? Yeah.
Try. It won't. It won't allow you to stop even. It's saying already stopped and it's starting. That's why. Click on close. Okay. Okay, let's try and troubleshoot a little advanced way. Click on configuration. Okay, click on this on the left hand side. You can see for alert publisher. Yeah, click on it. Okay, scroll it down a little at the right.
Main.
Yeah, just scroll it down on the right hand side. I want to see the configurations. On the right hand side, just move your cursor to the right and scroll it down. Hello, Ratan.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move your cursor to the right and scroll. I think I'm not able to. Yeah, scroll it down more. I want to see all the configurations in there. Keep on scrolling. Wait. Scroll. Scroll. Keep on scrolling. Yeah. Click next. Second. Second. Yeah. Scroll down again. Yeah. Click on the third option. Okay. Okay. Wait. 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 Okay. Give me one moment. Let me
Sure.
find a way. Okay. Uh, I'm pinging you certain commands. Just try with that. Log into your Cloudera manager host. Okay. Control C. Control C. I have pinged you one command. Just run that. Go to your go to meet page, and in the chat. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Enter. Yeah. That's fine. Just enter that. I think it's TXT. I missed the T part at the end. Yeah. Enter. 1 second. 1 second.
Should I run it as a root? I think I'm in a Cloudera scam alert publisher. That's
No,
fine.
so your user is root. That's fine. Doesn't matter which directory you
Okay.
are. Run this. The another command that I gave you. So we are now connecting to your Cloudera SCM server database at the back end. There's something messed up in there. Enter. Enter. Okay, so now password, you have to enter that above password that you generated. VW something like that, right? Just copy that and paste it in here.
Where?
Just below where you ran that sudo more var lib, there is something written at the left hand side. Just below where you ran the sudo more, you see something like VZ, capital V, capital Z. Yeah, this is your password. Paste it. Enter. Wait. So you have entered the database at the back end. Okay. Okay. Now we have multiple databases and the backend. This is a very high level troubleshooting, and you can explain it in your interview. This would be very good. Others can
Yeah.
also do
Okay.
that. Okay. Connect to X. I've given you another command. So you understand what you have messed up. You actually messed up your backend database Postgres field called wherein roles is a table which has stuck to the point where it's only showing it as starting. So now this SCM is the database we are going to connecting to. Type the command. I just paste, yeah, enter. All right, wait. Now there is one table in this database called, it's called roles, and what we'll do is in that table for alert publisher, okay, just run this now. Okay, come back to 1 second. Okay, come back to your Cloudera management screen. Let it be like this in here and come back to your screen. Go to your home page, instances. Click on instances. All right, click on Cloudera management service again. Just refresh this page. Refresh this page again. I think we can do one more thing. Stopped. Just did you refresh it again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still appearing as starting, right? Come back to your command prompt and type dt in there. Okay. 1 second. Appearing little late in my screen. Still appearing starting, right? Okay. Come back to your command prompt again.
DB.
Come back to your command prompt. Type dt. dt, not db. dt. T for tables. Not bt. D for data. T for tables. dt.
Ah,
Mm, okay. Tables is not appearing up. Okay. I think we messed up one command. Try this first, and you have to try. I gave you no. I think the slash is different. It's a backward slash. Yeah, enter. Right now, okay. SCM does not exist. 1 second. Can you type list and press enter? List, list, enter. Okay. Backward slash L. Can you type that? Backward slash L. Enter. Right. Wait. Okay. It's SCM in small. Again, type that /connect. SCM is in small. Enter. Okay, you are now connected to database. All right, type /dt. /dt. All right, uh, type q. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. So these are all tables in your database. Okay. Run this command again. Let's see if it works out now. All right, come back to your uh, yeah, come back to the Cloudera manager again.
Cloudera manager.
Yes, and refresh this page. Okay, still not working. One out. Still appearing starting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, try this. Okay, wait, we'll have to first check. Come back to the command prompt again and type /dt. Okay, press the space key on your laptop. Okay, so there is this roles which is in small. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, type select star from roles. Also,
What was it? Sorry.
let me just ping you. Type this.
Select a star from roles.
There's a space between star and from. Enter. Okay, 1 second. It's not working in here.
Yeah.
1 second. This command is not working. Can you type slash /dt again? dt. Okay, wait. Okay, press space key.
Q?
That space key again.
Sorry.
Okay. This table is there, but there's nothing showing up in that. Can you type select? Okay, select or probably describe roles.
Like that?
Once
Or only roles? Okay.
no, only roles. Enter. Even that is not working. Okay. Okay.
I think there's 2 space in before roles. Is that a problem? In the command before roles, is that just 2 space? Is that a problem? The command
before roles.
No, it's just like that. It doesn't go anymore. Okay, I understand what you mean.
No, double space, it doesn't matter.
No, same thing.
I think you're missing out some of the Postgres schema. I'm not a master of Postgres. This is all like Postgres SQL we are working on to right now. It's a RDBMS database. And anybody in here who has some knowledge of Postgres? Anyone? Okay. Just type backspace dt.
It's just a SQL database, right? But I have.
Yeah, it is a SQL database only, but like Postgres probably has some different schema. That's what I think. Type my schema, create table, my schema company, first slash my schema dot company. Okay, can I type select star from public dot roles? Select a star from public dot roles. Nothing comes up. Okay, just type slash dt and like let it be for some while. I'll have to see something. Wait. The schema is public. Its name, it's audits. So this is probably a schema. No, but it's a table. Type is appearing as table. Oh, okay. 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 Type space, and after that space, and after that Just type space. Ratan?
I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Press
Okay,
space.
no. Just wait. Type /B followed by roles. /D space roles. Yeah, enter. Okay, wait. Exactly. Public roles. That is fine. I have a role ID, host ID, configured status. Configured status. That's fine. My statement, I am doing something like configured status only. Update roles. Update roles. Configured status. Set. Okay. All table. Or okay. Type space again. Wait. Okay. Type select space.
What was it? Sorry.
Okay, one second. Let me write it down. Select space. Configured.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
One second. I'm just writing it down. Don't worry. I'm talking to myself. Select configured status.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Try this statement. Enter. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, but it's still not showing up. Okay, one second. Do you have time, or we like do it sometime else? You got something else to do, Ratan?
Yeah, I have time.
Okay, one second. Let's just fix it right now.
No, I don't have anything to do. I have time. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, probably we are doing a very silly mistake. Okay, type this command again and end it with a semicolon. Probably that is the issue. Do this. Yeah, enter. No, no. You included connect also somewhere. Enter. No, I think you
No.
have. Oh, you have. You're typing it twice. Just use above arrow key again. Just use the above arrow key again. Yeah. Now type this.
Yeah, this is giving me two.
No, no, no. Just come back. Below arrow key. Sorry. Delete it all. Like. Yeah. Okay. Now type what I have copied on the chat screen.
All right.
Enter. Right. Type press like space again. Space bar again. I think. Okay. So you see this starting the culprit. Do you see that?
Yeah,
So
it's right here.
this is our buddy that we want to be stopped. One second. I'm giving you the command.
Okay.
Rows. Rows. Yes. Okay. Type this command. Enter. Okay. Now it has updated. Come back to the command prompt. Oh, sorry. Come back to your Cloudera manager. Refresh. Now it's
Yes.
appearing stop.
So,
Now start it. Start the service. Yeah. Oh God. Works like a charm. Right.
yeah, it's working.
It's working fine.
Oh, finally.
You had messed it up really bad, but it's good to learn
I
it.
don't know. Yesterday, remember you told, yeah. Remember you told me to add more space. After I added space, then and I tried to restart it, then it was
But you know this is
that.
this is a very good because sometimes this error also occur. I wasn't in a mood to include it into troubleshooting, but thanks to you that you have also like made others also aware about it. So you know sometimes what I was discussing in Hive Metastore scenario that the database at the backend sometimes that gets messed up. This is exactly what it is. I was only talking about this Cloudera. So when we connected to this PostgreSQL, just come back to the command prompt again. So I used one of the commands, right, wherein we created the password, and after that, once we had that password, we just connected to the. This is the database that we connected onto, which is the backend RDBMS. This is not a big data, okay? This is a normal SQL database,
Okay,
and after
so
that,
it's like I could just so I could just run this command at the beginning, or I had to do this all this step.
no, we could have just ran this command at the beginning, but we were not able to run it properly. We were not able to updating it, right? So that's why I just
Yeah.
went into it and understanding about the table then the command, what's wrong, and then after that, it's when it started working fine. It was like that. But yes,
Okay.
if I was a
So,
champion of Postgres SQL, I would have done it in 3 steps. So, which I am is not definitely. Okay, so that's why it took a lot of commands. All right, so
um,
it's a good thing we did it. It's working fine. All right, guys, I think we can call it off now. Uh, I think we had a very good troubleshooting sessions, and even if you include whatever we have discussed, in interviews, that would be enough for somebody, and if to explain your understanding and your experience. And these commands, Tatan, just try to share it with everyone, whatever commands you ran, right? Just
okay, I'll just copy then
just
everything.
copy it and share it
Yep.
with everyone. I will like everyone just try and connect to your database once. Do not delete anything in it, but just try to see what all tables and what all databases you see at the back end. This is a backend database to which Cloudera Manager connects to. Okay, so it will give you a hint about it. All right. Any other questions from anyone before we close? Any question that comes into your mind? All right. So
So just one,
yes.
I
just simple.
talked about Sentry.
Yes.
You're gonna do it on the next class,
Next class,
right?
we'll do it on the next class. When we discuss Hive and HBase, we'll include the Sentry security also. Okay, just remind me
Okay.
in that. All right. Yes. Who? Somebody else?
That's why. Uh,
Yes. Go ahead.
so when what was the point that we figured out that we needed to fix the Postgre
Okay.
from the LR publisher?
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of this information that you see on the UI. Okay. So come back to the Cloudera Manager UI once, Ratan. So all of this information that Cloudera Manager shows you, right? The status is this appearing something as red or all of this stuff. Let's go to the instances. Yes. So this thing like appearing good, healthy, it started, something like state, host, commission state, role group, all this information that is appearing on the UI, right? It is actually
Mhm.
stored in a backend database. So this is not big data. Big data is something that we are going to store into HDFS. But what all this UI information that is appearing to you, it is being fetched from somewhere, right? So that is all being
Mhm.
from a RDBMS normal database, Postgres database that we connect initially when we are installing the server. And from that, it was
Mhm.
figuring out that for the alert publisher, which was not even started, it was already appearing stopped, but the state was appearing starting. So somehow, when Ratan was trying to start it, and something bad happened, and the state in the backend database did not change from starting to stopped. So something created that scenario that the state remained in the point that its value is starting only. So for that, we
Mhm.
just logged into it and changed the value to stopped, so that it we can and because of it since it was starting when we was trying to start it, it was showing that it's already starting, but which was actually not happening. So the issue was in the database, the value was changed to starting, and that was prohibiting anything else to happen in the cluster.
All right.
These kind of scenarios do come in, and mostly people do what they do is they have to open a request with the Cloudera, and the Cloudera guy comes in and do the same thing what we did. They don't connect to the because these are very rare, but they tend to come in these issues. Okay, I think that's a very good class that we covered up, and we can call it off for now. And any other questions, you can just jump in to me. In the next class, we'll try and like cover up troubleshooting for HBase and Hive, and also we'll cover up the Sentry part, which is the security module in Hive. All right, guys. Until then, have a good day. Goodbye.
You too. Thank you.